What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Aaron Nix. This is the Wrestle YouTube channel, and this is your final stop, at least in NXT's terms, until we get to TakeOver this Sunday, number 36. Let's get the camera on the screen and let's see if we can cover NXT from last night in just 3 minutes. Going to be a tall order. We were meant to get a Cruiserweight title match to open the show, however Kushida's injured. So, Roderick Strong, of course, of the Diamond Mine, has an open challenge. Who accepts? Ilya fucking Dragunov. Oh my god.
When you start hearing people like that say things like that, that gives me a fucking hard-on.
This is the kind of match where if it had been on Dynamite or another show, people would have wet their pants, but because it's on NXT, everybody wants to sleep on it, just like they do the actual show. It was world-class. Go out of your way to see this match. This was fucking fantastic. Cameron Grimes beats Josh Briggs with 20 grand on the line between LA Knight and Ted DiBiase. Thanks for coming, kid.
It seems foolish to have all this money lying around.
Oh, you'd rather have it down at the bank where the Jewish guys can leer at it?
Yeah, money.
Woo! I can't do it justice, but you need to go back and watch the brawl between Legado del Fantasma and Hit Row. It was fucking fantastically done and so beautifully shot. Robert Stone and Jesse Kamea are taking on the incredible team of Index. Of course, Dexter Lumis and Indy Hartwell in their first ever intergender tag team match. And of course, the parents aren't happy about it, but Beth Phoenix has been supplying some sort of advice at ringside. It's actually a really fun match, taking on Robert Stone and Jesse Kamea. Frankie Monet gets ejected at ringside, but obviously the whole thing that everybody wants to talk about is that Indy Hartwell proposes to Dexter Lumis, who says yes, and now they're officially engaged. I shouldn't like it, but it's really fun, it's really exciting. And by the way, all the AEW fans who are shitting on WWE for being too serious, you must surely like this. You must surely find this fun.
Don't feel bad, sweetie. I was 13 when I married your father.
Yeah, and you'd already been divorced 4 times.
Duke Hudson takes on Carmelo Hayes in the other semi-final of the Breakout tournament. Now, I honestly thought Duke Hudson was going to pick up the win. Big, cocky Australian, looks great, got a fantastic future. However, Carmelo Hayes is so sick. He looks fantastic, looks quite buff. However, he can move with the best of them. He's the triple threat in terms of everything that he brings to the table. And it's actually Carmelo Hayes that picks up the win here. Match was a tad short for my liking, considering this Breakout tournament is supposed to be a fairly big deal. And we've seen what Cameron Grimes has done since he won it. But it's going to be Carmelo Hayes versus Odyssey Jones in the final, and that is going to be absolutely balls to the wall epic. I still think Odyssey Jones wins, particularly with the mandate from Vince McMahon about midgets.
It's all about the money.
In the main event, in terms of wrestling, MSK put the tag team titles on the line against Imperium, and with Volta, of course, hanging around, and Ilya Dragunov, I expected shenanigans, and that's what I got. Now, the match itself was utterly fantastic, as you would expect. Another match worth watching. The show was bookended by 2 incredible wrestling matches. Go out of your way to see them. Volta and Ilya Dragunov brawl on the outside. That distraction actually leads to MSK retaining the championships, which was a bit of a surprise. But then Volta just basically goes fucking radio rental and murders everybody in classic fashion and stands over the prone body of Ilya Dragunov as we go into NXT TakeOver. This match is going to be fucking ridiculous.
Hold on, sugar. Daddy's got a sweet tooth tonight.
And to close out the show, Karrion, Kross and Samoa Joe attempt to murder each other. What's not to like? And with the buzzer, that brings to an end NXT in 3 minutes. Or thereabouts, give or take. Stop moaning at me about the memes taking up extra time. They don't count, at least they don't in my book. And also, it's still much shorter than watching anyone else's shitty little review platform. So just shut up and get on board, yeah? NXT was great, really enjoyed it. It's just a fantastic show. I thought last week was a little bit shaky in places. This week was a return back to absolutely supreme form. The pacing, the flow, the content, the way it was filmed as well. That little cinematic brawl between Hit Row and Legado del Fantasma, who are now going to face each other in a 6-person tag team match next week. That should not be understated. That was so beautifully done, and if it had been put on any other show or closed out show, people would be talking about it like crazy. Because it was slapped right in the middle, didn't really have enough context, but I think this gang war kind of rivalry between the Mexicans and the black culture has been absolutely phenomenally done, and somewhat tasteful as well. It was the perfect little entree to what is going to be arguably one of the greatest takeovers of all time. NXT TakeOver 36 is this Sunday. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, Emergence from Impact on Friday, SummerSlam on Saturday, and of course Sunday's NXT TakeOver 36. We'll be covering all of it for the podcast. You'll be able to get those in audio platform as well as on the YouTube channel as well, so don't hesitate to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. I've been Aaron Nix, and I'll catch you very soon for more content from the Wrestle Plug.